All right, guys. So, my good friend of mine, Jacob Ali from Studio Jake Media, recently made a tweet about the recording of the a new Spider-Man Spider-Verse spin-off thing. Well, I will talk about in a second, or a minute or so. He said in right here on tweet, he said, "The worst new character from the so far sequel is again a spin-off." Lol. First off, this is not a so far sequel. It's a I love the Across the Spider Verse. That sequels are amazing, and it was new character. No, you are the best new character. It is not Spyham or Spider India, whatever you call this. But I think this reason that this Fang character was more like a punk rock roots. I mean, remember James Gunn's Superman movie? Yeah, I wish because everyone loves it because that one line, yes, one line, it changed, defined the superhero cinema, and that line was punk rock is kindness, and it was because this is not a typical uh, greatest movie quote ever. This is not the we need a bigger note or boat or ET for home or yippee Mr. Falcon. No, no, no. This line, punk rock is kindness, define cinema, superhero cinema, and everything in the entertainment industry. And unlike the quote movie quotes you other superhero reviews related to DC, including Martha, why you say my name, or why did you say my name, or Kalen, no, no, no. Punk rock is kindness is about anything about punk rock roots. You see, Superman isn't all about the more hope or optimism. No, no, no. It's all about kindness, about the good punk rock. And I think agreed. But Sony Pictures except with Josh Greenstein, well, we'll get at that in a second or so, saw that the James Gunn Superman movie. And I realized, and that one line, because, you know what? It's right. We're making it all the superhero characters more rock, punk rock roots, and they got a lot of money. So let's greenlit already. And that's what the Spire Punk exciting what is. Because as known, Sony Pictures Animation partnered with Marvel and Marvel Entertainment, the same people who worked for the Spider-Man movies and fell and Sony Spider-Man Universe movie with a efficient greenlit Spy-Punk animated movie. Because Danny Collard of the Judas the Black Messiah, Nope, Get Out, and especially Queen and Slim and Black Panther, and especially Queen and Slim because yeah, I know this fame because I know Queen and Slim was an underrated film. I saw it in theaters, and I think this is released in the middle of the pandemic, but yeah, I love that movie. That movie's great, and even the cameo by Flea for Red Hot Chili Peppers. I don't get that. Seriously, he's trying to be like the this is the guy what happened to acting career. Take notes, and not even Sabrina Carpenter or even Eminem or Taylor Swift or whatever it is. But the acting career was amazing. Even though I probably love that, but still, still, and also Anchol Singh, the primetime. Wait, primetime? That's a Netflix Polish film. That wait, no, this isn't related. No, this Anchol Singh was an primetime was an Indian film. It's not Polish film from 2021. It's not, this is related. So back to Spider-Bug animation feature was on developer from Sony Pictures Animation and Marvel Entertainment, the same people who worked in the Spider-Verse movies, as well as the failed Sony Spider-Man universe. That's pretty much a terrible idea. So okay, he quit on deadline. The plot teeters on the wrap that there is no other deals that were placed out at the time. The natural obsession of course the Corona will reprise the role of a Spider-Punk who is played in the 2023 Spider-Man's Across the Spider-Verse and will reprise in upcoming Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse will coming in 2027. Created by the writer Dan Slott and artist Olivia Colbert. Yeah, it's French or something. Spider-Bug, aka Hobby Brown, is this version of the Spider-Man who leads to the more Atlantic anti-stylish attitude than Peter Parker version. Reside the Earth 148 that the character is reviewed by the decider to help take down corrupt sisters. Her first appeared in the Spider-Verse crossover event, part of the 2013's The Amazing Spider-Man number 10 issue. Yeah, this is a turning point. You know that after James Gunn's Superman movie about the punk rock roots, Sony Pictures feel like, you know what? It's our turn about the superhero punk rock roots, and that's when you know Daniel Kuwat, who's a actor. You know he's having good resume, like the aforementioned Judas and the Black Messiah, and Jodie Pierce Get Out and Nope, and especially in Sport Act in another comic book movie called Black Panther. Awesome film. You need to see that. Wakanda Forever. So I think there's another film called Queensland. Like I mentioned, it was an okay underrated film, but it was a god. I saw it in the pandemic year of 2020, but it was an indie film, but y'all don't stop. But I haven't seen that movie. But you can stream on Netflix or any other streaming service. But even got Flea for Red Hot Chili Peppers cameo in this for cameo appearance. No, but still, um, I think this is Spy Punk is not a remember. You seen another that this is not a worst new character and not subpar sequel. It is the best new character and the great best sequel of that Spider-Verse movies. Like I know that even the many Spider-Man fans, myself included, has to do with the comments. And to me, I know I read the comments, but this pretty much the Spider Punk was pretty much the in the same vein what um the Black Adam did. No, not Black Adam. That's a different comp. But no, this is more like Punk Rock was what did in James Gunn's Superman movie, as well as the upcoming DCU Supergirl movie. That's when Punk Rock is kindness is all about, and that's why Sony Pictures heard it. So let's continue on. And Across the Spider Verse was the second film in the trilogy. A lot of the animated features from Sony Pictures Animation, which chronicled the Spider Man's adventures into the multiverse. The first film was, yeah, you know, whereas. But also that the other spin-off were based about on the Spider Verse was now getting a live action because the live action's Spider-Man, with a Spider Noir, or with a spin-off series from AGN Plus or maybe Prime Video, I don't know, starring Nicolas freaking Cage, which is slated to premiere next year. So I wait, but I think this is might be the best day ever. And Daniel Kowal was one could be different, and this is not a talk about the more serious, all the grounded acts. No, no, no. This is what I learned from James Gunn's Superman movie. It's all about punk rock is of kindness, and it was. Daniel Kowal thought, yeah, that's what you not talk about. I'm inspired punk, and you guys are punk rockers. And it was, but still, I'm excited for that. Then this movie, I love Daniel Kowal, and he had an upcoming resume. Um, he also been making the American directorial debut of the Netflix The Kitchen, not the 2019 movie with Elizabeth Moss or Melissa McCarthy. That movie was unrelated. But he also helmed the upcoming film and produced of the movie live action Bond movie, which will be a horror, like in the same thing what Friday Nights of Freddy's, or and then probably know the horror Bonnie movies are about. Yeah, I mean you see it on YouTube. Like if you search the horror Bonnie movie trailer, you know this is pretty much going to be more a different kind of site, and that's A24 and Mattel is all about. Was game greenlit because of the relation that the movie was pretty much, and also that whenever the pod with the and you know that so that's a that reminds me that's a there's a part of the Smosh if Kid shows us real video when that the one the people were except for including the one kid was eating by Bonnie the dinosaur. Holy crap! It's might could be the horror film at all. But yeah, this is where it happened. Live action horror, body horror film was coming very soon, in for A24 Mattel. Please make it good. Anyway, not that away because um, you know, I've been for spy. I love Spider Verse movies. The first and second one was awesome, and it is the best thing. And this is very much though about punk rock. Goodness, second film is all about punk rock, and James Gunn's Superman movie is all about punk rock. And that coming Supergirl movie also have a punk rock. But this is going to be all have a big punk rock roots. If this movie is pretty much going to be masterpiece, I dig it. So I hope Spider Punk was going to be good or mediocre best. But this, but then Adam, as pretty much mentioned of the quote from the James Gunn Superman movie, you know, hope is a punk rock of kindness, and punk rock is all about kindness, and that's when you know Spider Punk, it's all about kindness. Wow. And no, this is not my anti-Snyder channel on because we're unrelated about this quote from that James Gunn Superman movie. But I made another video about the Heads of State movie. So we got the most successful Prime Video ever of the time. We're pretty because of probably because of that Peter Safran for Heads of DC Studios producing. So check it out and on my anti-Snyder channel. But still, I would say thank you for watching. I have it's been a while, a week. I haven't up making the movie news on my channel. Um, the reason is because of channel problems. But I think this is one to know that we continue making movie news. And tomorrow I'm going to be making of Paramount Skydance video about the leadership changes. So we'll wait see what happens. So hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up. Share your other friends. And thank you, Jacob Ali over at Studio Jake Media. Check it out in the description and tell Ormi send that. Thanks for a shout out. And as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I see you in the next video. And remember, punk rock is kindness. Good night, everyone, and have a good day.